Hello, today I'll be showing you, hopefully, the first video of my ZeroToHero series, where I'll be playing on a new Stalcraft character. And like everyone else, we're starting with the character nickname. Stalcraft is indeed quite a hard place to live in and stay mentally healthy. With all the rules I've made, it's going to be even tougher. I think we need something that can help make the awkward moments pass a bit easier. We need a character who can find a way out of any situation, and that should be clear just from his name. Maybe Vaseline will fit our needs. No, it's too obvious. I need something better. Once, when I was younger, I heard about something from a friend. Or maybe I read it in People magazine. Doesn't matter. KYJelly. That's the perfect name for this character. Look at his face. This guy's ready for anything.
Roger. Are you alive? That's great. Come on, get up now.
Oh wait. I forgot I need to press a button there. Yeah, KYJelly is definitely a great fit.
If we want to survive. Fortunately, I have an escape plan, but you have to grab the artifact. Otherwise, it will be a waste of time.
Waste of time would be to watch me go through the in-game tutorial. Let's speed it up a bit. Still taking too long. Let's just skip this part. Straight into the traitor's hands. You'll be running like a chicken when I come for you in your lab at Radar.
Without you.
Where did you even get that huge blue sphere? So now we've got a choice. Bandits or stalkers. If I started leaving other players' loot behind, the bandits wouldn't get it, they wouldn't respect me. And they'd probably rob me like any other stalker. That's a bit too much, even for me. So I guess I'm going with the stalkers. Lyndon, my friend. Forgive me, but I'm skipping all of that. Okay, let's get his stash. I still remember the route. Or maybe not. Wait, where's the quest mark? Oh right. Maybe I should have listened to Lyndon instead of skipping everything. Perfect. Now I look dumb on video. Thanks, buddy. I bet I'll get an electric crystal from these anomalies. Worth exactly 1,648 rubles. Right after the fastest emission in the entire game. There it is, the greatest artifact of all time. Let's see how much this smart fellow will give me for this crystal. Oh, he's not buying. We need to find somebody less smart for this deal. Lyndon almost ruined our scam, but the old birthday trick saved me. I got my first automatic weapon and checked the barter tree to decide which gear I want for KYJelly. And as you know from my guide videos, I recommend the AH line as a great choice for newbies, so I can't really do anything else. My viewers wouldn't get it. At this point, you probably thought you knew exactly what I was going to pick. Some reliable mid to long range assault rifle. Maybe that classic sniper rifle, shotgun combo. Maybe you figured I'd go for an FN2K, or at least an AK-15. Or maybe you even pictured a VSS with a shotgun. But the truth is, we're not here to make my life easier, we're here to make it harder. So I'm going for the Vector line and a shotgun for PvE. Meanwhile, two friendly gentlemen who enjoy sincere gambling ask me to find their poor friend who owes them a huge amount of money. But they're definitely not looking for him because of the loan. No, of course not. They're only worried about his health. And I was so worried about their friendship that I simply couldn't ignore this quest. So even when their friend, Chip, was pointing a gun in my face and hiding in some shithole full of anomalies, I still pushed myself to convince him that they actually liked him as a friend. He was so relieved to hear that he even gave me the money to return to them. Hearing the good news, I instantly ran back to the gentlemen, and they were really happy to hear all of it. They were so thrilled, in fact, that they decided to come with me back to Chip's shithole to meet him in person. Oh, poor guy. He was so young. The zone isn't being merciful to anyone. At least the anomaly also dug a hole in which we can bury Chip. I was so shocked by all of this that I decided to hide in the fridge. It was closed. After looking at the boxes, I accidentally remembered that there are gentlemen waiting for me. They cheered me up, we buried their friend, and they even gave me 4,000 rubles for vodka and let me keep Chip's shovel as a memory. What kind guys? Maybe it doesn't sound like much if you're from the mainland, but in a zone full of danger, it's definitely a big deal. Okay, after that dramatic story, it's time to get back on track with the main quest and finish the old friend task. And as you know, I'm already an experienced stalker, and I know that in this hole there will be a single, really weak NPC who'll try to kill me. So I decided to pay respect to Chip and kill this bastard with a rusty shovel. I don't know what to say. Am I more impressed by how stupid I am? By how fast this NPC killed me, or by the fact that I probably just caused a huge spike in the Expo player death statistics for this quest? I'm throwing the jokes aside. I imagine I'm playing one of the most important clan war matches, and I'm dealing with this NPC using the best gear I've got. That was easy. For the next 15 minutes, I was back on track with the main quest. I reported to Ataman, and he put me in charge of a murder investigation. We had 3 suspects, Plum, Coxcomb, and Pete. I carefully talked with each of them, remembered every word, and even reread all the professional detective books that exist. That helped me feel absolutely certain about who the bad guy was. Or so I thought. I reported to Ataman with my conclusion. He told me I was wrong. I gave up and picked another suspect at random. Ataman said we needed evidence, so I went to the suspect's house and checked through his belongings. I was more interested in stealing ammo and food, and avoiding being poisoned by Coxcomb's dirty socks, but luckily I found a human ear, which is pretty solid evidence for our case. So Ataman sent me back to arrest the guy, and he had already run away. But he didn't run fast enough. I found his dead body not long after. After I got one of the worst shotguns in the game as the reward for the quest, I decided to show this game who's really in charge. So I bought an incredibly good Winchester for PvE. It's hard to overestimate how good this gun is. A 6-round shotgun with the ability to load shells 1 by 1, solid damage, a good fire rate, and it can be placed in the secondary slot. Secondary slot. You heard me right. The next steps in my progression are talking to the Shaman and meeting with the Boy Scouts. After that, I'll farm Swamp Reputation up to level 5 to earn respect, social perks, old age pension, and some small merchant discounts. So I grabbed as many resources as I could carry and started my journey to find the Shaman. As is customary in the swamps, the Shaman can't not be hiding out in some absolute shithole. After talking with the Shaman and Lyndon, my new assignment is to become a double agent for the Sick Madheads and the Boy Scouts. Since I'm already a certified Sick Madhead, it's time to go find the Boy Scouts and ruin their day too. Oh, there they are. Their leader greeted me very warmly. I didn't even get the chance to mess up the dialogue. Easiest promotion of my life. Now I need to farm some barter and grind reputation. Let's see which spot I'll start with. I think I get it. Even the mutants are like, nah, I'm good. This place is just one gigantic swamp with people living in random shitholes scattered everywhere. I'd sprint out of here and never look back. Luckily, I found some boars. Let's test our new Winchester. Maybe mutants ran away because the newbies, armed with their shiny new Winchesters, turned the whole zone into a genocide simulator. On my way to level 5 swamp reputation, I hit a problem. The spots were giving less reputation than I wanted, and I needed more stones than moss. Then I remembered the swamps used to have military and faction NPC squads you could kill for extra reputation and stones. But since I remembered the military being pretty tough, I decided to try the bandit spots first. On my way to the bandit squads, I came across a help encounter. I usually skip those because they're too random and the rewards are bad, but this time I decided to give it a try. Yeah, as usual, 1 stone and no reputation. I was traveling across the map, and instead of bandit spots I stumbled into the most intense PvP encounter I've had in the swamps. Sorry, Habum_Maxim. It was just the wrong time to check your inventory. Wait, did I break the rule at that moment? I broke my rule for the first time. For a useless armor plate I couldn't even insert into my suit, 50 rubles, and a piece of rye bread. And I almost instantly dropped it all because I didn't have the weight capacity to carry any of it. Really sorry for that. I'll try to do better next time. I was heading for the military spots when my eyes suddenly got wet and I remembered Chip. Such a tragedy. But an intense fight against the military, and use of an aid med kit, helped me see the colors of life again. And at that moment, while I was being pushed by the military, my radar showed other players nearby. I think Habum_Maxim brought his friends and came for revenge, to reclaim his piece of rye bread. Turns out it was just 2 random stalkers who decided to help me farm. I destroyed the military camps one by one. It was a fight for life or death. I lay half dead in the mud. Was pushed by 5 military snipers at once. Was almost backstabbed by a random military patrol. Was pushed by 5 military snipers again. Mastered my evasion skills. But I kept getting up and fighting for respect and stones. And just when I felt like I would be the winner today, returning to the base as the most respected and richest guy in the swamps, my final opponent appeared. I had almost finished my reputation farming, and when it was starting to feel like routine, a pack of dogs decided to help me in my fight against the military by taking a bite out of my ass. They weren't trying to finish me quickly. Their task was most likely to annoy me as much as possible. Enraged by this state of affairs, I decided to pay them a visit and take all the mold they had. But I was still angry as hell. And because of that anger, I made a big mistake and started clearing a bandit spot too close to them. They knocked me down. I was hoping for help and looking for a savior, but he was probably saving a Word document instead of my life at that moment. After resurrecting, I rushed back and discovered that I didn't have death points enabled. I turned them on and hoped it would work. It did, but when I saw the distance to my body, I already regretted it. I grabbed my loot, farmed a few spots, and reached the desired level 5 reputation in the swamps. Finally, it's time to head back as the richest guy in the swamps, buy a scorpion and some armor, and begin my journey toward the roadside. I'm so excited. I farmed non-stop for around 30 minutes, and I've got all the loot on me. How much will the swamp give me? Less than 10,000. Almost nothing. It's no surprise that people in the swamps live in total shitholes all the time. With that amount, they can only afford vodka on a daily basis. I bought the suit, and now only the scorpion is left to buy. Then I'll finally be able to leave this place. Bloody hell, one damn mold. I'm just one piece of mold short. Alright, let's get this work done. Or I'll end up hiding in some random swamp hole, chugging vodka like the locals and pretending it's a lifestyle choice. Alright, and now I'm sprinting out of these swamps like they're on fire. Never coming back, not even if they offer me free vodka and another scorpion. How good Roadside looks compared to the swamps. What a huge difference. I understand why Expo keeps the swamps as the starting location, but they could at least make them a little less disgusting. Just look at my new base for the next 5 hours. It looks gorgeous. I talked with some local folks, like this scammer, a certified menace of the medical world, drank 2 bottles of vodka with the guy the first was supposed to get information from. And he told me he's just as crazy as I am. So I told him to lie down, because the Boy Scouts would come for his ear. And with that, we're finishing our first episode of the KYJelly adventure. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave any feedback or comments. I'd love to reply or discuss things with you. Thank you for watching. And have a nice hunt.